What is going on, true believers? Donald Trump assassination attempt causes a big surge in cryptocurrency. What does this all mean? Well, this is going to get very, very interesting. I think that this really puts a fine point on the Trump administration's or the upcoming Trump administration's ability to get back into the seat of power for the presidency. It looks like to me that he's got that inside track now. The gambling rates, if you will, the bets being taken right now are giving him a 75% chance of winning. Now, you might be saying to yourself, well, yeah, that's what Hillary had going into 2016. And there's always a possibility something can change. But as of right now, Donald Trump has gotten the emotional support along with his current base of support and a sympathy sort of feel right now. And there are a lot of people creating this narrative in social media and different places that a lot of people visit saying, well, the CIA, and, you know, they've got conspiracy theories. And to be fair here, if those just grab a few new voters, then it's almost a slam dunk that Donald Trump becomes the next president of the United States. And if that happens, cryptocurrency is set to explode. Why would it be set to explode from Donald Trump? He is the actual pro-crypto candidate, and it would be very complicated and very difficult at this point for the Biden administration to make a complete 180 immediately, and they would have to do something now to try to pamp down the sympathetic vote. And I don't think that they're prepared to do that because I don't think that's who they are. So I think that we're in a pretty good position here to see Donald Trump come in. And I think the markets are recognizing that. And if they recognize that, then that means that there's a pump coming. And if the pump's coming, then we all make a bunch of money. Now, there are some things about this that you know might change but I think that I think we've got almost a slam dunk at this point that the Trump presidency will resume January 20th, 2025. So fingers crossed that cryptocurrency is about to experience an explosion. We've seen it over the weekend so far. We've even got somebody in chat who said, well, yeah, that explosion happened like a day before Donald Trump did. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. Oh, God damn it. No, it didn't. However, it was recovering already. But since this happened, there have been two massive green candles, not just two little green candles. So things are different. Let's fingers crossed that this is going to be the big one. This is not financial advice. You know what? This is not financial advice. I'm always right. Believes 182. They're going to be replaced tomorrow by the Brothers Believes Born. Do you like country music? Because that's how you get country music. It's not financial advice. Always right. I can read a chart like a Superman, and I've got a show that has a lot of fans. I'm streaming every day and almost every night. I've bought some Bitcoin because I see the light. You might wonder who I am, but don't forget that I'm the man. Call me, please, I'll do any chart you want me to. They call me, please, I'll break the crypto wallet down for you, for you, for you. I built a crypto channel streaming live at night, and I'm the only YouTube streamer who's always right. Every morning I go and say to all you guys, don't fall for all these motherfuckers and their lies. You might wonder who I am, but don't forget that I'm the man. They call me, please, I'll do any chart you want me to. They call me, please, I'll break your crypto wallet down for you, for you, for you. I don't know what to do because my memberships are missing you. What's going on, everybody? Got a new t-shirt design. I wanted to show it to you today. Don't stop believing. What are you waiting for? Go to the store. Order a shirt. Now back to the show. All right, guys. So before we get started, I don't know why a Republican voter is attacking a Republican candidate. I don't know what the narrative on this is, but I think it should be noted that this Republican shooter was also 20 years old and was just now registered and could in fact just be Republican because he wanted to vote against Donald Trump or something like that. Like there's always this possibility. So when you see these narratives popping up for the next 72 hours ish or so, because he was in fact a registered Republican. Now, if you are, I unmuted some of the people that I normally mute because I don't listen to this shit. I don't listen to these dingbat ding dong idiots, right? Joshua Jake from the Discover channel. He put this giant conspiracy thread together where he said the guy was Republican, but also apparently donated to some random bullshit, right? Nobody has any verification that anybody donated to any random bullshit, but of course it made it into the thread. So there are still facts, right? And then you have like this right here. He donated to Dems. You have no evidence of that. You have nothing that says that actually happened. You just have a bunch of people on X running with some kind of random lies. Remember, the first killer was Mark Violets, according to the same people who are telling you that he donated to Dems. They lie to you. They deceive you because they want to gin you up and they want to make you angry and they want to make you mad because then if you do that, then you're like, I'm voting for Trump. And then your friends are going to be like, well, maybe I should vote for Trump too. And you could weigh some influence on it. They're just trying to get people to vote in the election, and they want people to vote for Donald Trump. So if you fall for it, that's on you. I don't give a shit. I'm going to vote for Donald Trump too because I believe in cryptocurrency. I'm not going to do it because I'm fall for stupid shit though. Right. I don't believe that Joe Biden is best for cryptocurrency. I believe that Donald Trump is best for cryptocurrency. And I don't buy into the wildness. And I don't mean that you're angry. I mean that the idea is to get you angry, to get you posting on X or to post on Facebook or something that he was donating to the Democrats or the demon rats or whatever stupid name that you come up with, right? They want you to do that because then if you do that, then the people that engage with you would then be like, oh, I can't believe that that's happening. Well, it's not really happening. It's a lie. But that's okay because we're still going to be talking about what matters here, right? What matters the most is cryptocurrency, at least to me. I don't know about you, but let's get into all of this shit because yo, baby, yo, baby, yo. First of all, is there any crypto that everybody wants to talk about? What are the cryptos that we want to do? So it is good morning chart time. So good morning to everybody in chat. I appreciate each and every one of you. Brian Bootyhead, Xtoff Gerard says uncorrelated. Not true. Bull run started 24 hours before the shot. Easy to check. Well, according to that logic, it also started on January 11th. I mean, you know what I mean? So good morning to everybody. So let's get into here. Is there any ICP? All right, let's check out ICP. I have not checked out Internet Computer in a long time. ICP is up 10% on the day. Let's go. Let's see. What is the narrative behind ICP pumping? I don't know, by the way, what these narratives are, but on the 1 hour, it looks like this thing is absolutely jamming its way. Holy shit. Okay, so since bouncing off the 200 MA, this is a huge rip right here. This is from Friday, by the way. This is when we went live on Friday. This is up 36% since Friday. So ICP having a gigantic recovery. Now, look, the one thing that I do want to say about ICP is this was a very, very long-term dump. Okay, this was a big pre-sale, an enormous launch. The price up here was at $60. Now, remember, ICP started off at like $600. So this is just the listing on Bybit. This is not the original launch price, but it was picked up by Bybit at $60. It was originally $600 or $690 on launch, something like some ridiculous number. So going down It went all the way down into the $4 and $5 range. Also came back up into the $21 range before rejecting off of that. Now, what I would be looking for over the next little while is for a recovery to the 200 MA. That's the first part. Now you can see that we've gone to from the 20 to the 50, and then from the 50, of course, to the 200. Now that's what has to happen. If this breaks above that, does a little back test right here, and then breaks in here, rejects, and comes up over this, well, then the rally is on, and we're going to have a nice little run on ICP. But from what I see so far, this is a really good recovery, and you should expect to see another big move. I mean, like if I'm looking at this chart, then that to me looks like the bottom is in, and that looks like what happened was we got this big move over here. We got the retest down here into this previous chop and range, and then boom, we got this big breakout. Now, the question is going to be, of course, will the breakout continue? So we'll find that out over the next few hours. About $70 billion that poured into the market since 7 p.m. last night. So if you haven't already, go check out ICP. What else do we have here? RNT meme coin. All right, so we're going to do that over here. RNT. Is this like the rent's too damn high? Or is this the Tate one? If this is the Tate one, then it's got 1.1 million, 1.2 million in liquidity, 5.89 million market cap. All right, this to me looks dead. Now, when I say that, I don't mean that it's never going to pump again. I mean that, he's got his own token, Daddy, at this point. So there's no reason for people to even buy this again. So you might get another pump here. An exit chance of like 100% as it pumps back up to one of the previous highs, which would be like in this range right here. So if this is the one, then when you get to drop a zero and you get back to a penny, no matter what your value is, get the fuck out, because I don't see a future for something that's not sponsored by him. And he's not the guy that's behind this. So Timsky says, what happened to Saitama on Sol? I don't know how to answer that, because I don't know what happened, because there's nothing that happened. I mean, if you're wondering why price went up, price went down, it's because price went up, price went down. I mean, I don't really have a better explanation for that. Or at least if there's a potential for my better explanation of what happened to Saitama on Sol, I mean, let me just kind of show you so that everybody can get a sense of it. It's doing exactly what I keep telling you it's going to do. I don't know. I mean, I got in at 1 penny, you know what I mean? Like 1.5. Well, my entry price was like 1.5 cents. So I'm way up on everything to begin with. So all I'm doing is waiting for it to return and find out where the bottom is. I don't know that this is the bottom, by the way, but I do know that we just in the last few hours, if this is right, double bottomed and then spiked super hard. Now, will that continue? I mean, I think so. I get the sense here that it looks like there's a recovery underway, but you've got a lot of sellers here. You've got baby bitches that don't wear big boy britches. You know what I mean? That are selling off every time the chart pumps, and there's no catalyst. However, they spent all the money in the marketing wallet on a couple of new catalysts that should be revealed as soon as it's ready. So I'm not really concerned about it. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I don't have my wallet attached. God damn it. Oh well. Anyway, so it's pumped back up to 4 cents, settling at 3.5 right now. I would venture to say, look, I think that what I showed you over here still applies. At some point, it breaks and it hits this line, and it did actually hit that line. And then the question is, will it come above that line, back test, and then break out to the next level, which is going to be 5.7, 5.8 cents. So, I mean, that's what's happening. And remember, it's community takeover. So the community took it over, and we'll see what happens. Jasmine, let's check Jasmine real quick. Jasmine is at 2.6 cents. I gave you this the other day. I think we looked at this the other day. So no, I don't think anything fundamentally changed. We got a nice little move along that bottom. We're still above the 200 MA. I would expect a rejection, Now we're at the 20 right now, but I would expect a rejection at the 50 at about 3 cents in the next couple of hours. And then if that plays out to perfection, then a nice big move up here to 5.5, 6 cents. So I would think that Jasmine, if this market is ready for what it looks like it's ready for, then I think we're going to see something really big happening over here. So bear in mind that, I think that this is the next step. So, and I don't know for sure, Bebe. Let's see about Bebe's kids. Okay, so, okay, this is dead. I don't even understand what the fuck is happening here. There's no trade volume. There's no trade volume. There's more liquidity than there is market cap. So, I would suspect that I don't know. This is basically dead at this point. Let's go to the daily. Big pre-sale. Look, if you're gonna take a shot at this one, I don't see any reason to. But I mean, if you do, sure. I mean, it doesn't seem like there's, with only 1.9K in volume, it's not going to go anywhere. So let's move on to VRA. VRA is at 0.00365. Remember, by the way, that Veracity was, and by the way, Veracity continues to add partners. VRA holders will tell you over and over again how much Veracity is bringing on new partners, doing new things, big things, blah, blah, blah. So I think that, something like this up here at this 8 cents, 9 cent level is probably in the cards again. Now, when I say that, remember what you're looking at right now is this is one of those opportunities. Okay. So, and look, Veracity is continuing to partner with a lot of different big corporations and big companies, right? So if that is the case, then you've got to look at this from a pragmatic perspective right now. You're able to get in right now at about 0.003 cents. If this thing goes back up to 1.5 cents, like it was just a short while ago, that's 5x from where you are right now. So, I wouldn't sleep on this one, because this is, I mean, look how much room this thing has to grow. I would venture to say, based on market cap, by the way, it kind of sucks that there's no market cap sitting there. But Veracity has a market cap of $36 million. So Veracity can go a very, very, very long way. And if you are interested, then you can certainly go check out their Veracity.io website. So 660,000 community members. Look, this thing is going to explode at some point. There's the Vera wallet, Vera views. Lot to like if you are in fact a fan. So yeah, God damn it, there we go. So what else we got here? SHIB to half a penny. I don't think so. SHIB is at 17,933, having a bit of a recovery. I told you guys I think there's a breakout imminent. Are we breaking out right now is going to be the question. We just back tested on this to that descending channel and bounced off of it. So the next step here, probably 24, 25. At a guess, this is just a wild guess at this point. So do you think Volt might be starting a breakout? Doubt it. I mean, it's not doing anything, so I don't know why anybody would think that it's breaking out. It's just going sideways. Look, there's a lot of shitty people in Volt right now that like to talk mad shit about. They're not focused. Look, if you want your crypto to moon, you got to take people you like, people you don't like, and everybody has to work together in a melting pot. I don't see anything about Volt anymore. Like I other than what I post, people don't talk about Volt. I see a few people here and there that will say something. But what you have is right now, you got a bunch of lazy people who are kind of maxis here that don't want to put in the work to shill their bag. Now, it could be that it's just not the right time for that. So it's really okay. But, I mean, once it gets back up here, here's what happens every single time. I mean, it gets rejected over and over and over again. I mean, you can't make this shit up, right? This line right here, since the beginning, this rejected, huge, came up, rejected huge, came up, rejected huge, came up, rejected huge, came up. Now it's got to come up one more time, but when it comes up one more time, it's only going to be a 2x. You know, when you look at it from some of these lower spots right here, this one right here was like a 4x. This one right here was 3x. This one right here was 3 to 7, a 2x. This one right here was about a 3x. This one was a 2x, and then there's another 2x. I mean, otherwise, you're just going to break out. And the most likely breakout on Volt is going to be like this, and then it's just going to come over here, and it's going to back test this thing because it's not ready for the breakout moment yet. My opinion. I still look, when we get to the bull run, we get to the real, what do you call it? When you get to the real altcoin season of the bull run, which, by the way, is speculated to be in August of this year. So we might see a little bit of a recovery, a good one on that, but I don't know for sure yet. So maybe not. PayPay, let's talk about PayPay real quick. PayPay is up 10% on the day, 114 million market cap, 3 million in liquidity. Don't forget what this is. This is the Chinese version of Pepe. And if that's not bullish enough for you, by the way, rumors start to mount that China will do it in the fourth quarter. They're going to do this in the fourth quarter. They're going to legalize crypto or allow crypto, whatever they're going to use as their narrative. And then when that happens, PayPay, something like this is going to just absolutely explode. So I'd be watching for the liquidity and making sure that it's locked. I would be making sure that all of the things that are positive are still positive. But then I would expect to see a breakout again. I don't know how far back down it will back test. I don't think it's going to be very far. I think it's already back tested and it's already on its way back up, but just like this one, and it'll come up here and test this again. So that's just the start, by the way, because there's going to be an explosive move at some point that'll be based on listings. That'll be based on some other narrative that we don't have right now. But PayPay probably going to be another big one. Trump court case just dismissed. Winning. All right, so some Trump case just got dismissed. So I don't know which one it is. But if I had to guess, I'm going to guess here, and I'm going to say it's that judge that Trump appointed in South Florida, and everything that she's done so far has made not a whole lot of sense other than to just get him off the hook on everything. So I'm going to venture to say that it was dismissed by that judge and that will be potentially appealed. I don't know if it'll be overturned on appeal, but and it also might mean that the prosecutors just walk away from it. So we'll see what happens there. Crow, where's Crow going? Will their DeFi side ever take off like Base did? Crow is, and the answer to that is yes. I mean, clearly the answer to it is yes. It already ran up to 18 cents just recently before getting that big rejection back in March when we had that. I mean, call it a mini altcoin season. Not a blow-off altcoin season, but a little mini run. It did that, and for the last bunch of days, it's been reversing off of that 9 cent sort of range back into. This is the volume node, by the way. So I mean, I think it's probably going to come out here and start to do some big testing. Because Crow. Here's the thing: Crow is the third largest exchange in the United States. I mean, that's if you're not seeing it, it's not translating to volume yet for the Crow project, but they're the third largest exchange, and Coinbase and Kraken are the only two in the United States that are larger. So Crypto.com has regained their position. It just hasn't resulted in price action yet, but at some point it will result in price action. So expect a move up here to 12 cents and then probably another test here. And it's going to get back into that 25-cent range. By the end of the year, I expected it to be at around 40 cents. So I could see something like this happening over the next, couple months or so as we get towards the end of the year, especially, again, if we get one of those big August blow-offs, if we get like a little mini altcoin season early on, then expect to see 30 or 40 cents, right away. I mean, maybe we'll see something like that happen. But I don't know yet. All right, guys, now we got to get into the market here. And we're going to get back to a whole bunch of these other wins. Okay. Wrong one, 0.0037. All right. I don't know which one that is. All right. Hold on. BTC on MEXC. All right. All right, we did that one wrong, by the way, so we're going to come back over here. I don't see a gaming token on MEXC named BB. Oh, wait, let me get rid of Dexus. There we go. All right. Well, shit, this thing is taking off. That started off at 401. And it's currently at 403. So it's up about 400% on the, what is this, through June 3rd. So this is pretty big. I can't go to MEXC anymore. They cut me off. As soon as I started talking shit about them on X, suddenly I can't access anything over there anymore. So yeah. But it certainly looks like, I mean, this has got to calm down, right? Like this thing's got to chill the fuck out because it is going absolutely bonkers right now. I would suspect that you're going to see a move back to this range and back to this range before long. 403 all the way back to, like it would look to me like something is just going to end up coming back down. That's a lot of movement. Now, that doesn't mean that it's not going to keep going, but it does mean that it's going to come back down into this range. So let me move on here, though, and let's talk about what is going on in the markets, because I made a whole bunch of cool shit here. So Trump starts the bull run. Did he start the bull run? I don't think it's here yet. I mean, I don't think the altcoin bull run is kind of here yet. I think we're going to get it very, very soon. We should hear about the Ethereum ETF, I think, this week. Most people are saying that. All right, Trump classified documents case was just dismissed. Okay, so then that's what I said before. It's that judge, the one who keeps making these wild ass decisions that favor Donald Trump, no matter what they say. She's like, I'm inclined to agree with whatever they said. So I get a feeling that's going to be overturned on appeal, and I got a feeling that. By the way, I don't think that this is a valid. I maybe it's a valid case, maybe it is, but it really seems like political targeting to me, and it's very tough on that. But I got a feeling that that even a Florida appeals court is going to say, yeah, that doesn't get to just dismissed like that. So for now, though, another potential bull run move right here. So not sure that it will happen, but Homeland Security. So let's go over really quickly what happened. Some random dude climbed up on a building and took a shot at Donald Trump. And then Donald Trump, in the most positive sort of optics that you can possibly imagine, then threw his fist up in the air afterwards and started saying, fight, you fight, fight. And, some radical is trying to take him out, basically. And that led to a lot of conspiracy theories, but then it led to this picture right here, which again, this is why Donald Trump, look, guys, these pictures like this right here, this is how you get elected, no matter what. Okay. This is how you're going to end up getting elected here. You got your fist in the air, and you're telling people to fight. And a lot of people out here, they're going to bitch and they're going to complain, because that's, we all have a voice now, and we can all just whine like a little bitch on X or something like that. So that was the case. And Jason Pollan, see, and this is why I say you can't trust X, because CNN said that he just fell, but that's not exactly what CNN said. They said that there were sounds and that Trump fell, and Secret Service came after him, but they also posted that as it was happening, and they didn't know that there was an active shooter at that point. So then they updated it 2 minutes later to say that there was an active shooter at the site. But the MAGA people, no. You have to get it right in the exact moment. And here's the thing. The MAGA people lied to you for days. They said that Mark Violets was the guy. They said that it was a CIA inside job. They have conspiracy after conspiracy after conspiracy. None of them have been proven right yet. Matter of fact, by the way, it should be. This is the third person that they've accused, and they've gotten it wrong every time. I think his name was Mark Thomas Crooks or some stupid shit like that. Whatever the guy's name was, they didn't get that right. They had two other people that they blamed originally. So you can't trust them either. So again, I don't fall for these stupid narratives because, first of all, I don't look at CNN and I don't know what kind of weirdos go. Like, I didn't even watch the debate because it was on CNN, but I don't believe what I hear on Twitter either. So, it doesn't really matter. But here's the thing: the most important part, the most important part. And by the way, here we go again. Yeah. So he was an 18-year-old actor for BlackRock, allegedly. And by the way, it could be true. It could be true. Or remember, because again, it was Mark Violet's at first. It was some fat body from Antifa originally. But it turns out the guy is neither fat or part of Antifa. He's a Republican. So again, I don't trust any of this information. When the information actually comes out, then we'll have a little bit more clarity on it. So, and the other piece was, the other piece was and you know what? Fuck this. We're not going to continue. But the important part is Donald Trump is attending the Bitcoin conference because I don't give a shit about Donald Trump. I give a shit about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. So in an unexpected turn of events, former U.S. President Donald Trump has announced his intention to attend the upcoming Bitcoin conference in Nashville, despite what just happened. This is despite the recent assassination attempt against him, which seemed to have strengthened his resolve to participate in the event. If CNN did a good job of moderating, then they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. I mean, that's basically it. The Bitcoin conference is scheduled for July 27th. It's expected to draw, it's the 25th to the 27th, by the way. But it's expected to draw significant attention from the crypto community and the general public. Duh. The organizers of the Bitcoin conference have highlighted Trump's role as the keynote speaker, emphasizing his influence and the potential impact of his speech on the industry. His 30-minute speech is expected to cover a range of topics, including his vision for the future of Bitcoin in the U.S. and his plans to support the industry if reelected. Now, one of the things that I keep seeing, and here's the thing, MAGA keeps sharing that Donald Trump says that he wants to back the U.S. dollar with Bitcoin on a tweet that he never tweeted. You can't make this up. You can't make it up. You can't make it up. It's not real. So, and look, if you like Donald Trump, vote for Donald Trump. I don't give a shit. If you like Joe Biden, vote for Joe Biden. I don't give a shit. Well, actually, I do give a shit about that one because fuck you if you do. Because I mean, then you're not Bitcoin. You know what I mean? Like then you're not into cryptocurrency. Yeah, that wasn't true either. So weird stuff happens over here, and we print the lie until it's true. And if you think that CNN is the only one doing that, you are kidding yourself. So as Bitcoin conference date approaches, all eyes will be on Nashville to see how Trump's presence and speech will influence the crypto unit. By the way, it might just be, I think the FBI is being investigated on this, or the FBI is investigating the Secret Service and whatever is happening over here. And it's my understanding that they saw the shooter for like 3 minutes, but they didn't know whether or not he was a shooter or someone that was just trying to watch from a rooftop. Sounds weird in hindsight, of course, but you can't shoot until somebody you can't just start killing American citizens because they get on roofs. You know what I mean? So I think you have to wait until some kind of action happens before that's the case. I don't know. I don't know what they saw. But we're going to find out. It'll be interesting, if anything else. So let's talk about monkey shit, because monkey shit went absolutely monkey shit crazy over the weekend. Did it pass Volt is the question. Now, the answer, did it pass Volt? Nope. As a matter of fact, it did not pass Volt, but it did have a nice big pump. Okay. It had a nice big pump up here into the range. And what did it do? Holy shit. It broke out almost exactly the way I told you. Now, it wasn't perfect. Like, I didn't get this one entirely right. I said it was going to break to a certain level. And if you come back here and you look at what I gave you, I told you guys that, what I think is going to happen is that it's going to go up this way. And by the way, I was spitballing and guessing. I got real goddamn close though. Like, it's actually right here. But like, I started off right here saying that I would estimate that it would go up 40%. It didn't go up 40%. In fact, it went up oh, I'm sorry, I put 60%. It went up 57%, something like that. So I was kind of close. I was kind of close. But now you got this line right here. So now you're seeing this upward sort of trajectory, and you see this where we have this downward momentum that where the breakout was supposed to happen. So back tested right on that. Now we're coming back down into it. Now the question is, will it bounce off here and will it go mint a new high? And that's the that's the question right there. And if it mints a new high, then it's going to be looking like that, or it should be looking like that. You never really know how these things are going to play out, but that's the way that it would look like on this chart right now. If this channel holds, and if this channel holds, then we can take this part out of the equation. I'm going to leave that for right now because that represents kind of the bottom and the way that it's kind of flowing and adding new holders and stuff like that. And let's see if it added new holders over the last 24 hours. Didn't add any new holders. So any price action, by the way, this is one of those things where you should always be paying attention to it. If you're looking for what's going on right now, take this last 24 hours. Okay. The last 24 hours, go to right about, what is it, the 15th? So to about right here, you can see here, there was a big spike up to 32, which means that buyers came in from existing wallets. There's no new wallet that came in. Or if they did, they came in, pumped it, and dumped it. So there's no new holder being added. So the question is, how do you get new holders coming in? So it did both. It jumped and it dumped. And now the question is about recovery. But again, with no new holders, you always watch that thing. That's one of the things that I told you guys I'm always watching for. Are there new holders coming in? Because if there are not, then what you're going to get is a bearish divergence, because that means that somebody is trying to, quote unquote, manipulate the chart to bring people in by making it look like an artificial pump. And when that happens, when new investors come in like that, then they dump on it and bring the price back down. So that's no new holders. So we'll be watching for new holders to come in on MSI in that regard. So pay attention to what happens over the next couple of days on MSI. I got a feeling about this one, guys. I got a feeling, and I think it's going to pass Volt. I think that that's kind of one of their goals at this point, is to have that big sort of pump and get past Volt, just to prove that they could, by the way. Not because they're attacking Volt, but I think that that's one of the things that in the back of everybody's mind, like they just want to pass it in market cap just to prove they can do it. And really 20 million market cap would do it. You know what I mean? Like if that happens, then boom. Next up, Saitama. We already talked about Saitama, but we're going to talk about it one more time. Again, they have exhausted their marketing wallet, and look at what happened here. They exhausted their marketing wallet. It dipped down to 2.5 cents, and then it went all the way up to 4 cents, right? So I think Trail Boss was asking what happened to it. I don't know. I mean, when it pumped 60%, did you buy the bottom and sell the top? I mean, that was a 60% gain if you did. Now, I didn't, because I'm going to hold it for a while. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't, I bought way down here. So I bought way over here, but by the way, but I'm feeling good. I bought actually like right over. Yeah, I bought right here because I was then annoyed that it went down for a little bit. And I was like, well, fuck that. And then boom, it took off. So, and I didn't sell, by the way, because I wanted to hold on to this thing long term and just kind of see what happens. Now, that being said, it did take a little bit longer than I thought for it to start reversing. And I don't know if it has reversed yet. So, I'm going to wait and just kind of wait to see. Chad Dominic says, do you ever use pink sale pre-sale? I got a video coming out today about a pre-sale. It's called Fatty 2x4. Can't get through the kitchen door. You know what I mean? So yeah, I got one of those. And we've got, by the way, shout out to Richard Nelson, a member for 19 months. Shout out to Remington Perot, that bing bada bing ching ching big profit. And then shout out to the Juice, who's got 17 months. So thank you everybody for your support. I appreciate that. And so, but yeah, I do have, there is a pre-sale that I'm going to be talking about today. It is called Fatty. And I think the launch price is going to be 1.9 cents, but the current, like whatever they're doing right now, the last project that they did was a 76x on launch. So this could be one of those big ones that makes just a huge pump or something like that. The way that they do it is it's designed for that kind of pump. And by the way, what the fuck happened to Coins Chick's coin? This is what happened right here. And by the way, very low micro cap. So it's not about, it's not about what happened here so much as apparently one of the early investors sold, that caused a developer to get scared and sell. And I thought, okay. And then I thought, well, like that seems radical, right? I mean, it seems radical, right? It was $1,600, and then the developer who saw it was like, "Oh shit," and sold for $1,000. What? Fucking Jeets. Stop embarrassing yourselves for $1,000. God damn it. Anyway, so then she bought back a bunch of it to try to protect the chart. So that was nice of her. So if you haven't already, go check out CoinCheck. As a matter of fact, it just got off pump. It just got approved to get off pump, or whatever that means, by the way. So you can trade it in radium and stuff like that. So I get a feeling that she's going to do something with it pretty soon. And we'll see what happens. So I'm going to hold on to my tokens for a little bit and just see what happens, because you never really know how it's going to play out. But if you haven't already, check out Saitama on Sol. They spent all the money in the marketing wallet on something. I don't know what it is yet. Now, this, I think, is the week for the DevX community, DevvE, to have a big pump. Now, if that is the case, I'm in the announcement channel right now, and it says, we're excited to announce our 8th quiz. Here are the questions for you to answer. When was the DevvE token released to the markets? Number 2, where are the Forever Association headquarters? 3, can you name 3 benefits of the Genesis NFTs? Number 4, what is the name of the next project that will be launched on DevvE Launchpad? And then what is the minimum staking period for DevvE to qualify for dev drops? So if you are looking go find those answers, go take them into their Telegram. And if you give the right answer, then you can win 100 USDT weekly and then 150 of DevvE monthly on the leaderboard. So depending on how well you do, you might end up getting free DevvE tokens. And I am told, and I don't have really an inside source, but I am told that this week should be enlightening on some partnerships that they have going into the future, but I don't have any confirmed report of that right now. I don't ask questions like that. I'm a holder like everybody else. I do talk about them. I do have a deal with them, so we are talking about them, but I don't ask questions. But I do think that there's going to be a big move coming. And if you haven't already, here is the chart. You can see right now that just in the recent period of time, again, I think they're still trying to find the bottom. I'm not sure whether this is, I told you before a couple days ago that it looks like it's kind of curved out a little bit to show that it's starting that reversal trend, right? That's what it looks like. However, it's looked like that before when this happened. It's looked like that before when this happened. Okay. So I'm not sure that we found the bottom so far, but it's very good when you look at it and you see this bottom being retested, right? And then you see that move, and that move is higher than this previous move. That generally is a good sign, because one of the things that you have not seen from those pumps over here is that same thing playing out. You haven't seen a bigger secondary pump in a while. So if that is the case, then it very well could be that we've got a reversal. Now, if there's a reversal, then we can start talking about what levels it's going to go to. But if we zoom out on DevvE, then you can see right here that it did spike all the way up to $2.25. That $2.25 is about 9x from where we are right now. So there is a possibility of a run to about $100 million market cap, if that were the case. I don't know that it is, but it looks like there could be a really big play at stake right here. Now, will it be? I don't know. But it is my opinion that this is a billion-dollar project. And if that's a billion-dollar project, that means that it's 100x from where this is. Ben Armstrong made a new video of Turbo Crypto this week. Well, shout out to him. I don't know if he's making deals now or taking deals for promos, but Turbo is a weird one. And by the way, Turbo is, in case you guys have not paid attention to it, Turbo, 6 million in liquidity, 282 million in market cap. You know, this thing went from dead to absolutely alive and explosive not that long ago. So it is entirely possible. By the way, remember, this thing was one of those things that happened last year with Pepe, and this was Pepe, the Pepe pump, right? And it went up to, 50, 100 million market cap, and people are like, oh, wow, this is having a great run. And then it was dead, and then it spiked, and then it was dead, and then it spiked, and it was dead, and then it exploded, and now sitting at 281 million market cap. So I don't know what is going on over there, but as a matter of fact, it's not one of the things. First crypto coded by AI. Oh, that's the one. Okay, so this was done 100% with AI. This Frog Turbo was done with AI. The smart contract was created with AI. This thing has been done 100% with AI. So yeah, I don't know what it's doing. I don't have any idea, but I mean, if you haven't already, certainly go check it out. You never know what'll happen on that next run up. So also for what's going on, clarity's sake, in Luna Classic, there's some voting going on right now for 12117, which is the latest prop. That prop is to create the unofficial Luna Classic website. It's 150 million tokens was the ask for that. So very possible. GME coin on MEXE bought a big bag and forgot to set a stop. All right. Well, GME is, I think I got it over here anyway. GME is sitting right now at 0.005 to 0.05523. Look, when GameStop, you got to remember that dude came out from that did GameStop originally. I don't remember what his name was, but that's when he came out right here, and that caused it to spike up to 2 cents. I don't know what everybody's waiting for. Like, I don't know why everybody didn't sell, but I mean, if I look at it right here, everybody but like 2 or 3 people sold. So, will it pump again? Probably when we get some GameStop news. So, Roaring Kitty. There we go. Yeah, the kid was roaring kitty. So if it pumps, it pumps. I would say the most likely scenario for money, if I'm looking for money, would be AMC, because AMC moves in lockstep with it. And if AMC gets any kind of breakout, then that's the better one, because it only has a 1.52 million market cap and 461K in liquidity. And if it moves up to this level, just to get up here, like it's a 10x, and it's still only a 10 million market cap. So if I'm looking at investing in GME, I would say no. I would instead go with AMC instead of GME. Just my opinion. I could be completely wrong about that. Again, this is like feelings over facts, I suppose. Boom, 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 boom. But look at this. By the way, this is AMC and this is GME. Basically the same chart, just basically the same thing on both sides of it. So, yeah. Anyway, Luna Classic has a proposal up for an unofficial website, which is an important thing. So if that happens, I think it will continue. Now, it has been a nice little pump on Luna Classic. The question is, will it continue? And I think that it continues up into this range here at 84.85. I think we're already on the road to getting into this range at 83, 84.85. Then we'll probably come up here at 3 zeros 10 to catch that 200 MA, bounce off of that, maybe reject down a little bit, 50 MA coming back around this way or something like that. And then boom, that's when we actually get a breakout of Luna Classic. Now, also, when it comes to Luna Classic, just to give you full disclosure, I do not trust all nodes. However, in the course of business, I was completely staked with all nodes. So I have undelegated all of my Luna Classic with all nodes, and I am moving it to another validator whom I would trust a little bit more. So just for full disclosure here, I am out of all nodes. I have undelegated, and currently I'm sitting with manual stake. Yeah, who do I have here? I've staked with LUNC Live, LUNC Development Fund, Node staked, and then I was with all nodes, and then Happy Caddy Crypto. So people that I believe vote more in my interest. So there we go. All right, now Bitcoin ETFs on Friday. Bitcoin ETFs on Friday. Get ready for it because holy shit, what happened on Friday? $310 million, which means 6 days in a row now. We've had massive inflows for the Bitcoin ETFs. It's getting bigger. It's getting better. The money is still continuing to come in. So, I mean, like I keep telling you guys that they've pulled off of this for the last bunch of days. I mean, you start to add this up. This is 6.7, 9.2, 13, 14, no, 13, 18, and 20, almost 21,000 Bitcoin have been pulled off over the last little while for the Bitcoin ETF. Will it continue is going to be the question. That's really the question right now. So if it does, amazing. If it doesn't, but everybody had inflows. So everybody is looking for it. Now the question is, what is it going to do today? That's the big question. Something big is coming, I think. Now let's look at the liquidation heat map on Bitcoin. This is, let's refresh right now and see where it went. We were right in between two pockets, and it looks like we are on our way up to 63.5 to grab that liquidity. You can see this move here. We came down through here, knocked out whatever was available in this range, and then boom, it seems like we're on our way up. Now on the 1 week, you see we've kind of wiped everything out, and it looks like we're headed up again. 63.5 seems to be that number. There's a lot of flow coming to the positive right now. So that being the case, again, 65 right now looks like that's the heat seeker spot right there at 65,000. So if you got back in at 54,000, 53,000, and you are making this ride right here, then look at that shit right there. And it probably continues. It probably continues leading up. Remember, there's a FOMO aspect to this. So expect the FOMO. Expect the FOMO to continue all the way up to the 25th. July 25th through the 27th is when Donald Trump is going to end up at the Bitcoin conference. Now, if he backs out, that could cause some negative sentiment. If there's a reason for it, I mean, there's always a possibility. But, you know, I mean, I think at this point we should recognize that Donald Trump's kind of a warrior when it comes down to it. So I don't think he's going to be deterred from people, you know, with their raggedy bullshit. So I would get the sense, I would get the feeling that he is coming to that conference no matter what. So I sense a pump coming. So let's you know, let's shout out now. One more piece, and this is news related. Let's pop that back up one more time. The FBI has stated that the shooter in a recent incident acted alone, but they are unable to access his cell phone for further information. This claim has been met with widespread skepticism and criticism on social media, with many users questioning the FBI's inability to access the phone despite their technological capabilities. Doesn't that just mean it's an iPhone? And stop being stupid? Like, are you retarded? Like, guys, just because you say shit like MAGA doesn't mean your brain doesn't work. The whole purpose behind all of this is so that this shit didn't happen to you. That's exactly what an iPhone is for. And after you fail a couple times, then what does it do? It deletes your data because it's for your protection. So with their crazy things that they can do, can't they get in? Well, Are we fucking kidding here? Like, are we really fucking kidding here? The discussion has raised doubts about the FBI's assertion that the shooter acted alone without being able to access his phone. So, I don't think. By the way, I don't know whether he acted alone or not. Right? I'm going to wait for evidence. And some dumb opinion that goes to another dumb, and all of the dumb. God damn it! I remember that. Do you remember that song? Do you remember that song from South Park when the Mormons were out there? Dum. When people say shit like this, like that's the entire purpose behind the security for an iPhone. Like, what the fuck are we doing? And why can't the FBI just access the information and take what they want? Because we prevented it, dum. Remember, we had lawsuits against Apple and the Apple company. We had lawsuits because they refused to give data out, and they will not give it without subpoenas and stuff like that. And subpoena has to come from a judge. I mean, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? Oh, God damn it! I'm still voting for him, but you guys are out of your fucking minds. FBI can't figure out whose cocaine was in the White House. That's fair. Can't figure out the DNC. Can't find the DNC bomber. That's fair. FBI can't open the shooter's phone. See a pattern? No, I don't, because I'm not stupid. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not stupid. So no, I don't see a pattern. So, man. Protect my blood pressure. Y'all got to quit acting stupid. Fuck my life. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate each and every one of you. Tomorrow. We got. Hold on. God damn it. Hold on, let me save this picture for later. God damn it. All right, I got to go because I'm about to have a stroke. It's not financial advice, but I'm always right. Oh, God damn it. Oh, by the way,
I'm about to drop some hugely powerful alpha. And that's what they call it. They call it alpha, believe me. Okay? And not many people know this, but alpha means that I know big things, strong things, powerful things. So here's the alpha, folks. If you want to be hugely rich like me, you got to join and subscribe to the Believes Crypto YouTube channel. You got to become a member because many people say, quite frankly, it's the strongest YouTube channel out there. It's fantastic. It's the best. So let me know what you think, folks. Funny Donald out.
If you can't trust Donald Trump, who can you trust? Certainly not the CIA. Guys, I'm going to give you information that the veterans know, and that is staking. That's where you make a lot of cryptocurrency. And Cryptonomy.finance allows you to stake a lot of cryptocurrency and earn a spectacular yield off of it. And I'm going to show you what I mean right now. You guys know I've been a big fan of Ondo. All right, guys, so my APY on Ondo right now is, I have 11,500 Ondo. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the maximum amount in here. I'm going for 6 months. Again, like I think that the market is going to have a big rip, that I want to get this back out. Actually, I'm going to go with 9 months because that gives me up until March of next year. And guys, if you follow me, you know I like March of next year as a big moment in crypto. So I'm going to stake this 71.8% yield on the interest rate for this. I'm going to continue. I'm going to put this in here. All right, guys, I am now holding and I am now staking 11,500 Ondo that'll be available to me on April 6th of 2025. And by that time, there will be 71% more Ondo. Now, will the price go up? I don't know. I don't know if the price is going to go up. However, I will have more Ondo in case the price goes down or whatever happens. That's what the benefits of staking are. Guys, it is imperative upon you. Make sure that you're staking your crypto. Use Cryptonomy.finance to